Hello and welcome to another outdoor video vlog. Yes, I'm back outdoors after that storm on my last video vlog, and I'm very happy to say there's an orange glow in the sky. I think it's a thing called the sun. It's over there somewhere. There it is. This is one of the wettest Januaries we've had, certainly in the northwest of the UK, for a long time, and it's the first proper sunny day we've had for absolutely ages. So it's gone a lot colder, but I prefer it. Anyway, I'd like to talk about, oh, I should say where I am, yeah. I'm in Centre Parks in Cumbria for the annual birthday do. It's not my birthday yet, it's a few days away, but we're up here anyway. Yeah, it's a lovely spot. I'm coming to the top of the forest now, where you can almost see out the Cumbrian fells. It's a bit lighter and brighter here. It's beautiful. So I'm walking along one of the tracks here. Anyway, don't make the same mistake I made. What's that about then? Well, basically, when I bought my first guitar and amp back in the day, the gear weren't that great really, to be honest, but the thinking was get the best guitar you can and just buy any old crappy amp. Now that advice really, years later, quality of new guitars and amps phenomenally higher than what it used to be. So yeah, have a rethink on it really, reframe it. I think my advice to anybody now who's setting out, and it doesn't matter how old you are, for your first setup at any age, to look at the amp, get a decent amp, spend some money on the amp, don't just buy any old rubbish like I did. The amp is a very large part of the sound. The guitar, of course, it's got to be playable, and you want it to stay in tune as good as possible. You know, well, to be able to get a variety of sounds on it, but yeah, don't fret too much about that. The quality of Squires and Epiphones, and I love these new side guitars, brilliant stuff. More than adequate for a beginner, but don't skimp on the amp, you'll regret it really. So much of that sound comes out of the amp. Well, I've come to a junction here. I think I'll just nip round down here because there's people coming up from that one. I'll nip down here. Yeah. So, you know, I made that mistake really, and I had this appalling 15 watt Selmer solid state amp. It had a volume and a tone on it, and it was next to useless. Won't get anywhere starting out with something like that. Yeah, that was it. I was thinking back in the cabin, like where we're staying, that when I did buy that amp and that guitar, there was a guitar shop over the road. It was kind of like tea time when I bought it. So the shop I got my stuff from was still open, but the one over the road was shut. But we all nipped over to have a look at it. It's at the inside the window, as you do. And lo and behold, there was a very famous guitar in that window, an unmissable guitar. And it was Dave Hill of Slade's ray gun guitar, which has made some appearances in videos of theirs over the years. It was up for sale. It was something like about 200 quid. I think it was built by John Birch. Now, the street I lived in, John Birch Guitars was actually at the bottom of that. It was kind of behind on another road, but it was at the bottom of our street, if you know, it was backing onto it. He built stuff for Tony Iommi. He built his famous guitar, like back in the day too. Yeah, the very famous one, 24 fret one. Gibson would make him a 24 fret one. It's to John built him that as well. But he built this radar guitar, but of course this was punk was in full swing. The whole rock thing, the glam rock thing, well, it had ended. It had come to an end. You know, those days had gone. It must have fallen on hard times at Dave Hill, like, because this guitar was up for sale for 200 notes. Like, I'll never forget seeing it. Well, there was a few of us there, and we're looking at it and looking. You know, 200 quid back then wasn't cheap, but again, it would probably be about the same money as you buy a Gibson Les Paul today, like, you know, that sort of money. A brand new Les Paul standard. And there it was. And we're all thinking, like, yeah, if we had 200 sheets, we could get this thing, and it would be worth some money in years to come. I don't know whether I ever got it back. I'm gonna have to seriously think about turning around now. I'll go this way, I think. Yeah, it was one of those moments where you think a bit of rock history in there, you know, and it was affordable. People could afford it. I don't know where it ended up. That's just a story, a little anecdote for you there. So I'm glad to say that Dave Hill, you know, he kept going, like, didn't he? Kept going, kept Slade going. Oh, it's a cul-de-sac. Yeah, amazing. Old Noddy's still going as well. Anyway, there's some little stuff, little stories for you to while away the winter hours, and yeah. You know, that advice on the guitar and the amp, don't, you know, you'd have to buy a crappy guitar, but I'm just saying, don't spend all your money on a guitar and get a crappy amp like I did, because it really will affect your learning and enjoyment. Anyway, from a wintry but finally sunny Centre Parks, I bid you farewell. Take care, people. See you later. Bye.